In this question, we want to find out how long to set a warranty. And to do that, we need to use normal distribution. The key in this question is 5%. We want only 5% of the phones to be under warranty. So what would that look like? Well, with all of these questions, the first thing I do is draw a rough normal distribution. So this is obviously just a copy and a paste, but if you just draw a curve, and what you're interested in is where will the lower 5% be? So what does that mean? Well, when we look at our data, right here we have this blue line separates everything by 50%. 50% are below the line, 50% are above the line. And as we move it one way, now we have 84% above that line, or to the right of the line, and 16% is below the line. And what we're interested in is, when will we only have 5% be below that line? So if I go here, we're now at 2.5% below that line. So that means we're going to be somewhere in here. So without even doing anything, we know that we're going to be somewhere in this area, just by knowing what the shape of the bell curve is and the percentages that we have that go with it. Well, let's take a look at it one step further. We also know that the mean is 33, so that goes at the zero, z-score of 0. We know the standard deviation is 2.4, so we can add some values in there. We know that we have the mean of 33. Now to the left of that would be 33 subtract 2.4, which is 30.6. To the left of that one, we subtract 2.4 again, we get 28.2. So that's as far as we need to go, because we know that our number is going to be somewhere in there. Now what will it be? Well, just looking at our rough sketch here, it looks like it'll be something in the high 20s. 29 maybe, 29.5 years maybe, might be what the warranty is. But how do we find it out the exact value? Well, we have to use our z-scores. So the z-score formula is, we can find our z-score by taking our data value, subtracting the mean, and dividing by our standard deviation. So what do we know? We know the standard deviation, we know the mean, we want to find the data value. So that means we need to know what the z-score is. And we have enough information to do that using the probability tables. So if we look at our probability table, and you can see the way how this table is set up is it gives you the area of everything to the left of the z-score. And we want this to be 5%. Now 5% as a decimal is 0.05. So we look through all these numbers until we find 0.05. So it looks like we have it right here. And since we want to return less than 5%, we'll use this one. So our z-score would be minus 1.6, and then we go up to here to find out the hundredths. So it'll be minus 1.65. Minus 1.65 is the z-score. And remember, our approximation here was about 1.5, minus 1.5. So now we just enter in our data. We know the mean is 33 and our standard deviation is 2.4, and we just solve for that. So your first step will be to multiply both sides by 2.4 to get minus 3.96. Then we add both sides by 33, and we'll get x by itself, and that will give us 29.04 years. Now that looks like a good number compared to what our diagram is. And that would be how long our warranty would be, 29.04 years.